Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jack, Zafra991 here, and we're back for My Team Career Mode Episode 8. This time we're around the streets of Baku in Azerbaijan. So we've got some upgrades to make, but before we get into that, you might see the colour of the cars slightly different. I've actually made it a little bit brighter and made the blues a bit darker, just to give us a little bit more of a definition of our edge. You can see McLaren's proper orange, we are lighter orange, and what you see, we've got a couple of parts in development there. In terms of our actual pace on paper, looks like we're above Aston Martin and Williams. So now the cars have been upgraded a little bit. We've kind of fallen a little bit down the order, but kind of maintained our gap anyway. So we've had some really good performances, but we didn't qualify for. Sorry, we didn't actually do a very good race around Monaco. Luckily, just had a durability upgrade, and we're going to get another one here as well. Our parts are starting to get a bit more worn, so we're going to need to sort them out. Yuri's contract is coming up for renewal, so we need to sort that out as well. But we're going to actually do a rival duel here, which is quite cool. So basically, we need to win 3 races to get gold, silver is 2, and 1 is bronze. So I want to at least get bronze here, but I do want to try and get, well, basically all wins here, so I can get some more acclaim and some more resource points. And apologies once again, guys. I know this is the 3rd video running, and the audio has gone weird. I managed to fix this right at the end of this video. So you won't actually, it'll be sorted for next week around Canada. But I've got to say, this McLaren was very tough to drive, and this is my first time using the Fanatec McLaren wheel rim, which if you haven't seen, guys, on my channel I've done a wheel review. I'll leave that at the top of the screen. Make sure you check that out if you want to see my review on it. So this is the first time I'm actually using the wheel in this one here. This was recorded before that video, but that video's gone live before this one. So yeah, for a first time using it, we did alright there. We got 1 win, so at least that's a bronze medal. Let's go into the second round here, and hopefully we can continue that momentum. But you're going to see in this race today, it's just the first time all with the new wheels. So this is very kind of, it's very, it feels very good to use compared to my P1 wheel, but they're very different at the same time. So here we go, side by side, round number 2. Currently ahead, we're going to see them poke their nose through. Yes, we are, but we're going to fight back into first place. I don't actually know the name of that driver we're against here. I haven't done a rivals duel before, so this is quite cool. But here we go. Let's just try and keep it on track here. Oh, we lose it. We get on the throttle a bit too quickly here, and that's going to mean that we get, well, we get awfully beaten there. So okay, I guess gold is out of the equation. Can we still get silver? Would like to try and get a silver for this challenge here. This is quite fun. I definitely do like this one. So we're going to go again. Ah, there you go, Tremblay. There you go, that's the name. And you can hear the amazing McLaren here. You can see my face there as well. Love it. So we're going to look for the move here and going to get it done. And look at that. Okay, we've done it. We are ahead. Now we just need to stay ahead. So this ain't going to be easy. As we know now, this third round of driving this car and on this wheel, it's all a bit new. This time we're a bit more gentle on the throttle, but we don't really hit the brakes as heavy as we needed to that time. So we do face plant the wall, and that's the end of that challenge. 1 out of 3, well, at least it's a bronze. Definitely need to work on that, and just generally I just need to get used to the wheel. I'm not really tuned to the force feedback for this video with the wheel, so this is all kind of a bit new. But anyway, it could have been a lot worse. Could have actually not got anything at all there, so at least we got a little bit. And because of that, we're very nearly level 9 in our claim, which is good. We're nearly, well, level 10 is where we get our next sponsor. Anyway, into qualifying here. This is a very tough track, and I'm going to show you exactly why it's a tough track, if you don't already know. And I did actually record a video for this one in 2021 for the F1 2021 game. However, I don't remember if I uploaded it or not, but I actually had a really good race round here. This year, it was very tough. Of course, first I'm driving out all the assists. So what you're seeing right here is me navigating the course through, I'd say, the most difficult bit of track. And basically, that bit is right, well, coming up right now. Turns 9, 10, 11, I think this is. This is very hard to navigate, and actually going out of this corner and into this one and then out this one here, I just think I've just had so much time to gain, and I hope I do find that time. But we're going to cross the line here, our qualifying lap, and that is going to be a 1:46.290. That is not ideal there. I think I'm going to be a couple of seconds off the pace. But let's find out.
Welcome to you all at home for today's Azerbaijan Grand Prix, a race that in its short history has already proven no stranger to drama, and where a fourth row start is just about as likely to give you a podium as pole position, with Lance Stroll and Sergio Perez finishing third from there in 2017 and 2018 respectively. With 20 turns and the length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. It's Carlos Sainz in pole position with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, George Russell and Hamilton, Norris, Ricciardo, Bottas and Kevin Magnussen, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Mick Schumacher and Tsunoda, Albon, Joe, Lance Stroll and Sebastian Vettel, Yuri Vips, they've taken a grid penalty, Latifi, Gasly and Jackson. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? It's race day yet again. Joining me for a chat is Anthony Davidson. And our racers are certainly in for a rough day today. What will you be watching out for as they head into turn 1?
Well, the start of the race is always one of the most nerve-wracking parts. You have to hope that everyone is able to get off to a clean start, and this is possibly the trickiest part of the entire race. So many drivers in such a small space, and finding your braking point into turn 1 as well. It's a testament to the driver's skill that there aren't more incidents.
Okay, that was trippy. So our strategy for this race, we're going to be starting this one, actually going to make our own strategy here, going to go for the alternative strategy. You see there, I'm starting right at the back this time. It's because I've taken a grid penalty. My internal combustion, ICE, I just had to say it out loud there, that is starting to struggle, and I think my MG UK, I believe as well. I'm actually having a little bit of trouble with the components, so I need to just, of course, amend that. So I did. I took the penalty because I actually qualified this one in P19. So I took the penalty and going to be behind Gasly, who's also starting from the back. So we see Ferrari got a very strong start there in terms of their qualifying time. So that'll be very interesting to see at the end of this. But that's my strategy there. Going to try and go a little bit longer on the mediums before I go to the softs. And I actually have a clutch button now, which is quite cool. Alright, here we go. So we've got our tyres all warmed up. Hopefully all ready to go. Now let's just try and get a purple. Let's try and get a really good start here. And line up on the grid as best as we can. We've had a couple of poor ones lately. So what we're going to do here, can we get a good position in here for the first turn? Oh, look at that. Purple. Love it. Okay, here we go. So, race time. Let's begin. Starting this one in P22. And 3, 2, 1. Lights out. Away we go. We've got our... Well, we've actually got an okay launch. But you see the lack of power. We've just fallen down a little bit from Gasly. But that's okay. We're going to strike back. We're going to make up not one, but 2 positions here. Coming out of turn 1. Our teammate included in one of them. So, Latifi's gone up. And Vips has gone down. You see me and my teammate are on the same strategy for the time being. But we're going to try and go a little bit later. Maybe a lap later. Try and maximise our medium tyre length. Okay, so we've already gained 2 positions here, and we're just at the start. So, are we going to be able to pick off anyone else as well? We're going to try and look around the outside of Latifi here, and we're going to get it done. Yes, we are. So, fantastic. And now we've got Stroll just up ahead of him, Vettel, of Albon just up ahead of him. So this one definitely looks like we're going to be fighting from the back for the time being. And I would like to try and make up some points, but a little bit of contact with Stroll there, but we are okay. No damage to either of us there, no penalties, so happy days. Latifi looking for the move behind us, but we get the move done on Stroll, and there, that's one Aston Martin down. Now can we get Albon up ahead here? We're going to be chasing Albon and Vettel, and I think that's Schumacher actually, just up ahead of Vettel. But we're going to skip forward slightly later here. And we have Stroll here looking for the move on us, but we're not going to allow that to happen. Not today.
The energy stores depleting, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity.
Okay, so the ERS is starting to become a little bit of an issue. We get track limits there. We need to watch out for them. Do not want to pick up any penalties in this one. That won't do us any favours. But with Albon just up ahead here at 6 tenths, hopefully we'll be able to strike within the next lap or the lap after. We'll have to see how well we do around the rest of the course. But around the straights, I think I struggle compared to most of the other cars. But you see I'm using the ERS right now to bring down that gap. But I think, yeah, compared to Williams and Aston Martin, I think we do have okay power performance. But as for the other teams, I think we are kind of on the back foot. But we know we kind of belong towards the back anyway, based off of that stat chart that we saw at the start of the video. But this gap to Albon now, 6 tenths, with Vettel just 1.3 tenths ahead. So I think we're definitely going to close in and we're going to really be able to attack pretty soon. The grid, as you see, it's not really split up too much, really. The guys behind have kind of pulled away a little bit. Stroll, Latifi and Vips and Gasly. But as for us, we've actually maintained a good position for now. And we have gone up at the moment as well. But I would like to try and, I don't know, maybe make the top 16, top 15 if I can. Maybe even higher than that. We'll have to see based on everyone's pit stops and how our car does. Hopefully we can keep our mistakes to a minimum, though we do touch the wall there. That won't help us, but that does luckily not give us any damage. So again, coming through this little tight section of track 9, 10, 11, those turns there, I do think I'm struggling a bit with pace, so I just need to find a bit more around there if I can. I think that'll help us find a bit more time. But anyway, we're going to skip forward just a lap later here, and we're going to be looking for the move out around Albon now. As you see, we dropped Stroll and Latifi. So can we get Albon coming out of the last turn here? Yes, we can. We have done it. There we go. And we've still got our ERS on there. Let's turn that off. Won't be needing that while we're ahead.
Good job, nice overtake.
We'll actually keep it on for comfort, I think. But there you go. So we're going to make sure we don't outbrake ourselves here, which luckily we are okay. Have an okay line. Could have maybe carried a bit more speed. But now Vettel is next on our hit list. And we're going to get the DRS from Vettel here. The second DRS zone. Or is it the first? I guess it's the first of the lap. First out of 2. But anyway, we're going to try and get Vettel here. We're going to close down this gap and do a really good job with that. 6 tenths to Vettel right now. And that gap's only going to come down once we get out of the tricky section of track. As you see, we've got him down to 4 tenths now. And that gap is quickly going to come down, as it looks like Vettel does not have DRS from the drivers up ahead here. So we're going to really be able to make the most out of the situation and pretty much just, well, without even a battle, just get the move done. That is the good thing about Baku, I think. It does promote some good moves. But you see, we've got Schumacher and Alonso just up ahead here, and they're actually going to go into the pits, and same with a couple of others actually.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window.
We're going to be in P9 briefly while lots of people are in the pits, and we've actually gone up into P5 now, as you can see. So we have gone up just a little bit more as well. We've got Perez just behind us looking to make the move, and I'm not even going to bother fighting Perez because Perez clearly has the pace around here, more so than me, and also in the faster car. So we're going to let Perez go because that fight is not worth making, because that'll only detriment our progress anyway.
Okay, we lost the position, trying to keep focus.
But yeah, what we're going to really do here is try and stay in the DRS range, although it's going to be really tough to do so. As you can see, we've already lost him. Didn't even get it on the straight, but we have switched all over to manual, no assists now. So we're doing a manual pit stop, and I came in a little bit slow there. Might have been a bit too keen on the pit limiter. However, can we get a good pit stop here? Because this is really going to, well, make or break our strategy here. So we get an optimal turn-in time.
Okay, there seems to be a problem attaching the right rear wheel. We need to try and put that behind us, and let's finish this.
That was not ideal. And also, oh no, we've just gone slightly off track there as well. Okay, that's not ideal there. We didn't have the best of exits through that pit stop, and we did have our tyre stuck as well. So maybe we'll have to upgrade the pit crew. Maybe see if that's something that needs to be addressed. So we'll have a little look at that and think about that for next time. But yeah, anyway, we're going to catch up into this pack of 3 that now becomes pack of 4 as we go for the move on Latifi. And we're around the outside of this corner here. Latifi gets a brilliant run, but you see I've actually gone onto soft tyres. So we're going to look for the move around the inside of this corner here. Go for a sneaky fakey, or whatever you want to call it. Go for a brilliant move, and we get it done. So we've got Latifi. We need to get Gasly and Stroll. We've fallen back down the order into P20. I thought I'd be a little bit higher, but then again, I've not had the DRS, and I just generally am just not quite too quick around here, especially in this car. In my team car, I do think I'm struggling a bit with pace. But anyway, we're going to be within striking distance of Gasly and Stroll, I think, pretty soon. We're going to use the DRS to our advantage once that becomes available. Oh, making the most of track there, but we don't get any limits that time, which is good, because I think I probably would have got a penalty for it that time, especially considering our pit exit. And there you go, we're in DRS range. We've dropped Latifi. Our teammate, unfortunately, is in stone dead last on the hard tyres. Questionable. But there we go, they're going to go side by side, going into turn 1, Stroll and Gasly. Who's going to come out on top? I think that's going to be Gasly, but Gasly's around the outside. In fact, they're pretty much neck and neck. But here we go, who's going to get DRS out of these two? I know I'm going to get DRS, but in fact, neither of them have DRS on right now, so I don't know why that is. I don't know if that's I don't know why, but there you go. So we're actually going to quickly bring down this gap. Gasly, I unfortunately go to the back of, but luckily again no damage, so we're okay. And now Gasly's going to go slightly off track, and we're going to get the move on Gasly coming out of that turn. Now we just got to deal with Stroll. If we can get round in hopefully no time at all. We're right towards the end of this one now, lap 11. Going to go into the slow section here. Now, as long as I stick with Stroll for the remainder of this lap, I'm going to get DRS. And then I can make the move, because Stroll's not got any assistance from Albon up in P17, which I think, at the moment where we are in the race, I think it's unrealistic we're going to get anything more than P18. But we will see anyway. Considering we started this one in P22, so far we've had a pretty good race. Sainz there with the fastest lap of the race so far. You see Ferrari doing very good in our season, in this season so far, Series 1. But here we go, we got the DRS quite easily. We're very much within striking distance. So can we make the move? This would really help us, of course. We're going to look for the move, and that countdown to the DRS is now on. We're going to use some ERS as well, and there we go. We've done it. We've got the move on Vettel. Okay, brilliant. So we've done it. We've done it. We've got Vettel. So Albon 5.4 seconds ahead. Although by the end of the race it's 1.3. So we were catching massively, but it's going to be a P18. A really good race for me there, but shame I just couldn't do any better. So we'll definitely have to try better for next time. But you see Carlos Sainz won that race there, so well done to Ferrari. Sergio Perez, Checo with the driver of the day, so very good job. Let's head over to the results.
And here's our winner, pulling their Ferrari into Parc Fermé after a fantastic race. So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today? And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. This result then narrows the gap between our championship leader and the rest of the standings. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
Well, there was a lot of incredible driving out there today, but if I had to pick someone, it's got to be Sergio Perez. Fantastic driving.
Let's move on to the constructors. Ferrari continue to extend the gap at the top of the table. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they made their way up the standings. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Wow, okay, what a race that was. As you see, we've fallen down the order in the Constructors and the Drivers' Championship. So definitely need to try a little harder and hopefully get some better results, because we had 2 poor races so far. Last good race was Spain, but we are around Canada next week. So we'll have to find out how that goes. You see, we've actually got some acclaim, which was nice. We obviously did a good enough job. And in addition, our team has gone up to level 9 acclaim. So we're nearly at the next sponsor level, which will really help us actually. And just before we end this video off, we've actually been given a option.
An upcoming news article has a question they'd like your input on.
So we're going to pick a rival here, and we're actually going to go Danny Rick. So looking forward to having a rivalry with McLaren here. The
Thanks.
2 oranges going head to head.
Appreciate you taking
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you check out this video on the screen. I'm sure you'd love it, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Take care.